How's it going, folks? It's Zacqhary, and I am going to be using this Demon Zoo deck again. I wasn't going to use this deck again for this video, but I have two quests to use Warlock, and I just had a game just a bit ago where I lost to a disconnect, and then I lost another game after that where I just got really stomped. So I'm hoping that I can have a little bit of redemption and get the two quests done. Not much to say about the deck itself, as it is the same deck I used last time. Ooh, the new board.
For Doomhammer, your soul shall be mine.
I don't really want to keep the Voidwalker, but I don't want to mulligan and not have anything to play. Juggler and Implosion is nice. I like this board. I am really hyped for the new expansion, and I'm going to mess with this board so much. I'm sorry, but it's the new board, and I haven't played on it yet, so I'm going to be clicking everything. Oh, wait. Oh, there's 3 colors. Okay. Awesome. So I'm going to be a little distracted this game, probably. It is against Shaman. Oh, that's so cool. Hopefully it's... I think if this is the kind of, like, sort of mid-rangey, sort of fast Shaman, that might be not too terrible for me. We'll see. I got 4, which is really good. Hopefully I can actually kill this with the juggles. And I do. So, if this is the more fast Shaman, then this shouldn't be a problem because he shouldn't have the, what's it called, Lightning Storm. Oh, he also couldn't play it that turn because he was overloaded. And here, play out my Sea Giant for 2. Trade in. Actually, I'm not even. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, well, he forfeits. Alright, I was gonna trade in an Imp just so I had more room on my board, but I'm not sure if he was the more mid-range Shaman, in which case he might have had a chance to come back with Lightning Storm. But if he was the fast Shaman, he was probably too far behind at that point. He did have Haunted Creeper. I'm not really sure what the fast Shaman deck is. I'm so used to seeing Mech Shaman and some mid-range Shaman, so I'm not really familiar with it. I don't play Shaman very much. I really like the class, but it's kind of in a position where it's not that good right now, and a lot of people are waiting for the expansion to see how it changes what classes are good currently. It's unfortunate that I didn't get a longer game on the new board. I didn't get to click everything. I liked that target, though. It was fun. But yeah, I'm really excited for the new expansion. I have some amount of gold saved up for packs. My account on here is completely free to play. I have never spent any money on this game at all, so I did not pre-purchase, and I do not intend to pre-purchase unless by some miracle somebody wants me to and donates like way more money than they should. But I will do a kind of smallish pack opening, probably around 20 or more packs when the expansion does come out. That's kind of okay for me. I want to definitely hit one of the minions. Yes, hitting the Knife Juggler is pretty good. I'm not going to trade in because he'll make the trade for me. He might have muster for battle, in which case... No, he doesn't. In which case he could have used the weapon to finish off the Knife Juggler instead of making that trade. But here I'm in a pretty good position, and since he doesn't have muster, it looks like he really doesn't have anything to do this turn. Unfortunately, I don't really have anything to do myself. Oh, that's good. Other than obviously getting to see all the new cards, I am really excited to see how the new expansion changes the metagame, if it will affect all of the aggressive decks, if it really will introduce a more control-oriented hunter, things like that. He's probably gonna play. He probably wants to play a minion, if anything. But it's just best to play on curve. I considered tapping, and if I had nothing else, play the egg. But it's just best to play on curve. There was probably no spell that he was going to play anyway, but it might have been nice to get the egg out then with the power overwhelming. I should tap first. Argus, pretty good. Not going to be helpful here. Probably be helpful in the next few turns. Although I might just play Dr. Boom next turn. Unless he plays something that I need to answer. True Silver. I mean, it's just killing a 1/4, so it's really not that big a deal. It does make me not want to use the power overwhelming on the egg. So I'll definitely just be playing Dr. Boom. I'm not getting too low, which is nice. He does have 8 damage on board, which is a little scary, but he'll most likely be using the weapon and maybe the Peacekeeper to trade into the Dr. Boom if he doesn't have Big Game Hunter. And he'll probably use the 1/1 to trade into a Boombot. So if he doesn't have Big Game Hunter, then it looks like I'm in a pretty good position. And it looks like he doesn't have it, unless he's trying to think of the ordering that he wants to play, but if he had it, he probably would have played his turn quicker. Equality. That's not too bad. It's pretty much the same as if he had had Big Game Hunter. Actually, it's a little better for me than if he had played Big Game Hunter, because I can trade in here, and it hits face. I should have played the Sea Giant first. I'm gonna play it. Should I still play it? Yeah, he just played an equality. I should have played it first. But it's fine. Realistically, I would have probably just played an additional Haunted Creeper. So it is a little bit unfortunate that I didn't think that through better, but he just used the equality, and he didn't have Big Game Hunter last turn, so... And this is really good for me because I have the Owl. And I will go ahead, play the second egg, and taunt up both of my eggs. My board is really resilient. Consecration kind of sucks a little bit because it would kill the Sea Giant, but it would pop one of the eggs, and I'd still have a decent board. It seems like he doesn't have a very good answer, because he's taking his time to try and figure out what it is he can do.
I wonder. Move quickly.
Yeah, and he just plays True Silver, so he might be dead. Oh, he does have the Consecration. So he's not dead, but he's still not in a good position. I should tap. See, I have 10. Yeah, he's... Maybe tapping was unnecessary. Because it kind of puts me really low. I die to 3 damage. I don't know what mid-range paladin would play that does 3 damage, though. Unless he's running Hammer of Wrath, which is not very common in mid-range paladin. He already has, you know, a weapon out, so he can't, he can't get additional damage through another weapon. I doubt he has another weapon even. Maybe Coghammer. Lay on hands. That's good for me because I will get to play Mal'Ganis. And he just hits my face because he's hoping to set me low enough.
Reporting for duty.
See, I have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's not enough. But I will go ahead and play Mal'Ganis. Trade. And just play out everything that I can. If he's able to answer the Mal'Ganis, then... If he's able to answer the Mal'Ganis and deal the damage to me, then I've already lost. And if he can answer the Mal'Ganis... Yeah. If he could answer the Mal'Ganis, he was most likely able to answer my whole board. So, playing out everything was perfectly fine. So I did get my 2 quests. And I'll go ahead and do one more game. And then end it after that. If I lose really, really badly, maybe I'll cut it out and make myself look better. Probably not, though. That first game, you know, it was cheap. It doesn't really count. But it did get to see the new board. So...
Victory or death! Your soul shall be mine!
This hand's pretty good. I just hope he doesn't have Fiery War Axe, because it just kills both my Flame Imp and my Knife Juggler. If he has the Fiery War Axe, I might just play the Egg, because I don't want the Juggler to die right away. I do like to play with the boards. I don't really do it while I'm recording so much, because it probably gets a little annoying, but when I play off screen, I mess with the boards all the time. So he either doesn't have the War Axe, or he just didn't want to coin it out. If he had it, he definitely should have coined it out, so I'm going to assume he doesn't have it, which is good for me. This is actually a really great 1, 2, 3. Flame Imp, Juggler, Imp Gang Boss is really strong. Oh, he did have, or did he top deck that? I didn't pay attention. This is still a strong play for me, and I drew the second Knife Juggler. If he hits the Flame Imp, then I'll probably Juggler and Egg. Oh, he plays the ghoul. That kind of sucks for me. Well, actually, I can just silence it. Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna silence it. That was a really, really ambitious play on his part.
Put this apple on your head.
But he probably wasn't expecting the silence. If he has another kind of whirlwind effect, it will obviously be very bad for me because almost all of my guys are at 1 health. But the ghoul play and the way he attacked was pretty ambitious, so I feel like he doesn't have another whirlwind maybe. Or he does. Okay. It could have been worse for me, unless he has a second whirlwind. Inner Rage. So he's definitely patron. I mean, I knew that when I saw the ghoul, but do I want to implosion this? Yeah. Normally I would think that it would be more important to play on curve and either tap into Imp Gang Boss or egg an Imp Gang Boss, but I just saw him blow 2 whirlwind effects and an Inner Rage, so it's probably best to get out all of the 1 health imps while I can. Unfortunately, this thing is way too scary. But at least I can kill off all the imps and not have to worry about Patron running into them or Whirlwind killing them off.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
And he didn't have very many cards in hand, so yeah, it was mostly draw. So hopefully he didn't really have too scary of a hand. I really don't want to play that. He's already going to be able to draw multiple cards because I've played out the Imp Gang boss. But I don't want to additionally play the Voidwalker. It's such a liability right now. I mean, it doesn't seem like he has the Warsong Patron in hand from the way he's playing, but if he has Inner Rage, he could just Inner Rage and then hit the Voidwalker, and well, here I guess it didn't matter because he's going to hit the 1-1 and get a triple draw anyway. Unless he chooses to hit the 2-1 or the 3-1. Yeah, his hand was pretty much all cycle. Which seems bad because he's drawing so many cards, but it could definitely have been worse. For a Tharasand hand, it wasn't that scary. I might as well kill. It prevents him from killing off my 3-1 with it or my 2-1 with it, and it also gets rid of 1 imp in the case of Patron. Because now he's drawn a lot of cards and there's a good chance that he has some amount of combo. Although he's really low. And this looks like kind of a desperation move. Unless he has... yeah, he's desperate. He should have done that first, if anything, and... yeah, it looked like... even though the Patron was scary and I had to trade everything into it, it was actually pretty good for me because it allowed me to kill off all my 1-1s, and all he had in hand was Cycle at the time, so he didn't get any discounts on his combo, and it didn't look like he drew into any of the combo, really. And I'm really interested to see what the new expansion does to Patron Warrior. It's obviously a really strong deck, although there is a good chance that you just never draw into the things you need, like in that game. Although I did have a really good early game draw. But it's entirely possible for Patron to just whiff on its draws, not get the combo, and just have nothing to do. But I'm interested to see if any of the new expansion cards will make Patron better, or if it will phase it out, or if it will just kind of change it a little bit. The Varian Rin card will definitely be better for Control Warrior. So I'm expecting Control Warrior to stay popular. Kind of wondering if the more aggressive hunters will turn to more control, things like that. I like some of the new Druid cards and some of the new Shaman cards. They're definitely interesting, and they might make the decks a little more popular. So I'm looking forward to that. Gonna do a pack opening at the time. You can see how much gold I have. I could have had more, but I'm a little lazy with grinding out gold. So that's all for today. Later. Also, penis.